Hello, our lovely viewers, and welcome back to yet another edition of the Amplifying Pain Management in Uganda podcast by Pickup. Of course, you're still with me, Crispa and Linda. Such an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
The Lord is still gracious.
Amen.
Yeah, the Lord is still kind.
So say hello to our viewers and also briefly introduce yourself.
Hello, viewers. Canon Gideon, as you have heard, are my names. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm a pastor by calling, and I'm a theologian by training. I'm a family man. Also, the Lord gave me a family. I lost my first wife to HIV, and then married again, and we are raising together 3 children. The youngest is now senior 6. I am known as the first religious leader in Africa to disclose his HIV status in 1992, a calling that I took upon, and recently I celebrated 32 years of ministry in that field of supporting countries, communities, and families to confront and pain related to HIV in terms of infection, in terms of stigma, in terms of illness, and even death. You know, how do you cope? So that has been my life, and I'm happy to be in this podcast.
Let's talk about the challenges you faced in, challenges managing the pain associated with all that. Yes.
Okay, the pain, again, viewers will be interested to know that pain also has types.
Yes.
There is social pain, for example. If you are undergoing physical pain, but also you are stigmatized, you are shamed, you are abandoned, you are not just managing physical pain, you are managing physical and social pain.
Yes.
There could also be spiritual pain if you feel you are being punished by God.
Oh, yeah.
And you are there, why did this happen to me? You are gnashing teeth against God. Like for us who are HIV positive, the pain many people suffer is, why did you give me a disease of sinners? Because people wrongly interpreted AIDS as a disease you get when you do bad things.
Yeah.
When you are a bad person. So people who really, especially like young people who are born with HIV, there is that spiritual, social pain that doesn't go away if you don't get people who can, tackle it well and help you to see that no, this is not related to God punishing you. This is related to the virus having been so much in your community, in your village, in your country, and being human. You are part of the vulnerable populations. You would be surprised that you are HIV positive if you are a tree, because HIV means human immunodeficiency. So if you are human and then you are positive, then it shouldn't surprise you. The spiritual pain can be reduced by you admitting and saying, oh, okay, as long as I'm in this world and the causes and mechanisms of avoiding a disease are not fully known, or I don't have the capacity to know beforehand. Now that I'm positive, I shouldn't be dwelling on why am I positive. Instead, I should be saying, so how am I going to cope? How am I going to use the resources God has given me around me, in terms of family, in terms of community, in terms of services available through government and the private sector to manage this situation? So, but then there is also psychological pain. Will I die young? Will I die young? I remember when I got cancer, I went to tell my daughters. I have 3 daughters, as I told you, Patience, Love, and Hope. And so I went to tell Love and Hope. They were together in one of these primary schools. And I told them, I don't want to go to surgery without telling you, because otherwise you'd be surprised that they are telling you that your father is dead, when actually last weekend I had come for VD. So, because people are like, don't you get it? And I'm like, no, really, this is unfair. If you love people, they should be the first people to pray for you in whatever situation. So I went. And my second born, our second born, Rukundo, Love, I remember him praying, God, if this is your will, if you would want to answer us in the positive way, let not this be the last time we are seeing Daddy. She was in P7 by then. Now she's in university. So that is a psychological pain. Not only the patient, but also the family can be exposed to that psychological torture. And I've, like last week, I had a surgery to remove my prostate. And the question was, 15 surgeries on one person, is he going to be back? So there was that anxiety. Anavayo mu theater. Now I am back. But now the anxiety is katite you know, so there is that psychological pain. But then there is the physical pain that God had to give us, that pain. You know, when you read some books, they say pain is a very necessary. It's some necessary thing that you ask people who have leprosy, then you would know why pain is important, because the people who have leprosy have suffered that because they have lost pain. You know, so when a knife cuts them, they don't know. You know, when they step on a nail, they don't know. So those sepsis, those things become septic, and then they cut off the leg, you know, because pain is part of of God's arrangement of saying, look, there are things that need attention in your body. Things that need to be worked on. So that physical pain is a necessity for escaping the pain. I don't know how to explain. That you need, like how they were telling Jesus, or Jesus was telling us, that you need to die in order to get eternal life. You know, that you feel that something has to die, like if you are growing a bean, it has to go in the soil, you know, and then when it dies, then you get the beans, and then this time you get even more. So sometimes pain is that necessity that you have to endure before you get well. So that's my experience with pain. Also, to grade, because I said there are many types, so you can grade them by the type, like what I've said: social pain, economic pain, spiritual pain, emotional pain, you know, physical pain, you know. But also you can grade it with, could it have been avoided? Because that's why we have science and religion and politics, to prevent unnecessary pain. So viewers seeing here shouldn't just be saying, oh, I will accept any pain as because the Gideon said that it's rapeable. No, there is pain that should be prevented. There is pain that could be postponed. There is pain that could be reversed. There is a pain that could be controlled completely. You know, like when they give you the what is this? The one you mentioned when we were discussing, morphine. Yes, morphine controls pain. I have experienced that. But you can also control pain by removing challenges that bring pain. I mean, like, for example, if you immunize children against diseases, then you are really controlling future pain that would have come if they were not immunized. Then there is inevitable pain, pain that whether the doctors are there, what you have to get that pain. Especially like me who has undergone surgery. Surely, if you are facing surgery, pain has to be, yeah, they can limit it, but it's inevitable. But the Bible also brings the whole issue of transformable pain. Have you come across that? Transformable pain. Pain that appears ugly, but when you accept it and befriend it and utilize it, God uses it for good.
Wow.
You know, like how when the Bible says, "Oh, death, where is your sting?"
Yes.
Yes. So you can say, "Oh, pain, where is your sting?" Like if the pain, people who looked at Gideon and they were pained that I'm positive, and then they are looking at the work that is coming out of this and the people that are being supported and helped. In fact, some people are even tempted to say, God brought you this. I'm like, no, please, don't bring God into this. God just transformed my pain. He didn't cause it.
Yes. Wow.
He didn't cause it. So it's not all pain is ugly. Like some people have heard them say that when life throws you lemons, make lemonade. So there is some pain that can. I have actually helped many people because I've passed through the pain.
Yes.
I remember there is one of my doctors at Picau knew a pain who was passing through psychological pain because after surgery they threw away the colon and they gave him a bag and he was not coping. But because I had passed through that pain, I could be the only trusted person who could talk to the patient. And the patient had many questions. And calmly, prayerfully, lovingly, I replied each of his questions to the best of my knowledge from what I had experienced. But out of that encounter, that evening, when I left, the daughter called me and said, "Do you know that for the first time in 3 months, our dad has bathed?"
Wow.
Yet I began, being in Katintawani, that I'm dying, But after getting someone who has passed through the same challenge, the same pain, the same confusion, the same, and he's atechino, no mudamu. So I'm saying this because I'm saying that there is ugly pain that can be transformed into godly use.
So, have you faced any challenges accessing the pain management services in Uganda?
Thank God, like I've said, God has blessed me with what I need. All I have needed, the Lord have provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. The Lord has provided morphine, thank God that there was Dr. Anne Merriman who had thought through this and said, we need to establish this.
Yes.
So I never lacked. There was a time where I was consuming morphine in its doses because that surgery was deep. It was tough. 11 hours, by the way, to Nakasero. So the pain. I've had 15 surgeries, but that was the toughest. But thank God, as I've said, first of all, God provided the money. Reverend Wa, we sent the NZJ for me to 45 million there. So then there was the social pain managed by people showing love and support, people praying. So, but the challenge I see mostly is on the shortage of supplies. And supplies related to stomach care. Tebinaba kuba bingi. We really struggle. You go to hospice, they say, "What tunafuna?" When they have, they call you, but sometimes they don't. Like now, I'm buying from Kenya. Yeah, I'm buying from Kenya. Very high price. You go pharmacy. Sometimes I go physically from pharmacy to pharmacy looking for these supplies, bags, then the stickers, then the removers. They are not there. So maybe others have their own experience, but I think that has been a challenge for me. That when you need something, it should be available. So this principle of, is it accessible? Is it affordable? Is it appropriate? Sometimes those questions are not ticked well in Uganda. We've done good, but there is a room for better.
Yes.
And there is a room for best. And that's why I like the existence of the Palliative Care Association of Uganda, working with Ministry of Health and other partners to ensure that those gaps are addressed.
Yes.
They are very conscious, really, that the world over, what the enemy of better is good. People think, birungi can never sigara, but good can be better, and better can be best. Uganda is a good country, but can be a great country.
Yes.
In all, whether it is education, whether it is health, whether it is by people going back to do three things. One, reflection and prayer. Have we done enough? But even before we do, are we enough? Because when God says, love God, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So before you critique anything else, just stick, where am I in issues of loving God, loving the neighbor, compared to how I love myself? Because I see sometimes like people who are in palliative care, their key challenges is people not looking at palliative care as a necessity, as something critical, as something that can, if you've seen some of these things, that when the government doesn't have enough money, those things that are tempting to cut when you are resource constrained. So I hope that people can really understand that pain management, pain control, pain prevention. Let's start with pain prevention. Pain prevention, pain control, pain postponement, pain eradication, because that should also be our goal. There is pain that's not only unnecessary, but life wasting and anti-God. If something is unnecessary and life wasting, automatically it is anti-God.
Wow. Share ways in which healthcare providers can improve care for people managing multiple chronic conditions.
Multiple chronic conditions like mine. We can achieve much. I think I've already said the partnerships needed. First of all, stopping to look at love as a sentimental. Because, we can be dismissed, we're not told it to be a dini one. But God created this world out of love. So love not only created the world, it sustains the world. So every time we are out of love, we are out of engineer. You do a lot of alignment, isn't it? Yes. So every time you are out of alignment, even tebikora. So if whether you are handling multiple, whether it's single, is love enough? Tandikirao for people who are in pain management. We said no, we shouldn't start even from pain management. We said pain prevention. Or is pain prevention part of pain management? But pain prevention, pain postponement, pain control, pain eradication. Oh, okay, actually, maybe it is true that all that is pain management. We should start with love, because love solves a lot of things. And elsewhere works on three fundamental worlds: the science, technical, religious, and cultural world. Once that is in alignment, that there is love in science, there is love in technology, there is love in religion, there is love in culture, a lot of pain can be prevented from there. People are handling chronic surgical damage simply because maybe they were raped. Maybe they were forced to produce children when they were 12. And the doctor has to handle that and manage that chronic illness until we have pain management that can, reduce pain, remove pain. But the pain that comes from religion and culture, because people are choosing to be selfish, to be self-righteous, and you cause pain. When people need you, you throw them away. But Jesus said, let everyone come. Tujemu wheat from tares. Let wheat and tares grow together. But you hear people, they want to and you're causing unnecessary pain. Your role is to love. Love people. And what I've even seen is that the misbehaviors and the challenges the young people are choosing of, when you love them, even the behaviors go.
That's true.
Yeah, So I think in pain management, we can bring in a lot of spiritual approach, the science, the technology, the religion, the culture. We put the dose there. Then we look at another step. We look at the socio-economic challenges. That some of the pain can go away if you have the money, if you have the supplies. You want a gauze, it is there. You want morphine, it is available. Does are the products available? And are they affordable? And they accessible by everyone? And then that brings me to number 3. How is our judicial system? How is our politics? And therefore, the justice system and the political system, what type of laws are being produced? Are they supportive of pain prevention, pain management, pain eradication? In all those forms of pain, the social pain, the economic pain, the psychological pain, how are the laws? Because we see sometimes how laws are made. They are made for the majority. Then the minorities are forgotten. Or if they are not forgotten, they are punished for being minorities. Like they punished me for being left-handed. 6 years. Can you imagine up to you are 12, when you are 12 years, until they realize, hey, we are losing battle. The guy is still left-handed. But we could get laws, whether they are cultural laws or religious laws or civic national laws that are supportive of everyone. The majority are happy, their rights and privileges are not tampered with, but also the people who are different from us, people who look strange, are not punished for being who they are.
Wow, I'm lost for words. Thank you so much for your words. Thank you so much. You have given us your experience. So thank you for allowing us to move that journey with you. And our lovely viewers, wow. Personally, I feel like I'm actually at home. I feel like I'm loved. I feel like I've experienced the grace that Reverend is talking about right now. And you feel like if you feel like there is someone who needs to hear this, please share this link to them. Please let us know what you think in our comment section. And if you really want to be part of what Palliative Care Association of Uganda is doing, head over to our website. We shall put a description in our link in our description. Know about our partnerships, know about the activities that are upcoming. We love you so much. Thank you for sticking till the end. God bless you.